Well, as we all know, thunder over Louisville has been officially canceled due to historic flooding, a decision that was so hard to make, but it was made out of an abundance of caution and care for everyone involved. But instead of stepping back, we're going to step up. Join us for WHAS 11 Rising with the Storm, a special day and night of programming, a fundraiser for flood recovery, and of course, the spirit of thunder. I'm joined in studio by Wayne Hettinger, who has produced Thunder for 36 years. And this will be a year he'll never forget.
Oh, that's
this
for
all
sure,
happened. Thank you for taking time
to
come
pleasure.
in studio, because
Sure.
I cannot imagine what the last 48 hours has been like from you. But when did you start to think this is not going to happen? Well, before this weekend.
Oh my gosh, yeah. 2 weeks ago, we started getting information. Derby Festival works very closely with Metro Safe and all these people, so they were getting projected reports of where the river conditions were going to be. Meanwhile, we were, as we've done before, working on a B and even a C plan. But boy, the conditions of the river just kept on, and then it kept on raining and kept on raining. And it's like, yeah, this is getting bad. So that was 2 weeks ago, and God love Matt Gibson and all of them down at Derby Festival, because they stayed on top of this with hourly reports with what was going on, and we were trying to shift what we could. And then, of course, we're all always dealing with the safety issues.
Yeah.
And they were just building and building. And last week, I don't think Matt and I got much sleep. I mean, because we kept on trying to figure out, can we count on all these projections? And it was getting worse than what they were projected. And yeah, there was some sleepless nights, and Matt and I were back and forth. And then finally, I was really agonizing over, there's no way we're going to be able to salvage any of it. And Matt gave me a call last Friday morning and said, okay, of course they had meetings with Metro Safe and everybody that's involved on the safety issues and the mayor. And Matt called and said, okay, he said, are you with us to shut this down? I said, yeah, I hate saying it, Matt, but absolutely. The safety of this thing is mind-boggling. So it was a good call. There's no question about it, because I was really concerned about, we've got so many people involved, and God love every one of them, because they were willing to take it right to the edge. And now we've got freezing
You've got a frost
weather report.
and freezing.
And I'm thinking, boy, I'm so relieved because of the crews that are out there. And if they had been out there trying to deal with the water issues,
right.
There's so much cable to be laid, and just a lot.
Was there any way, and people will ask this, was there any way to pack up the fireworks show and move it someplace else? Logistically, is there even a spot for a space that big?
No, because I mean, basically, we've got a stage that's almost 2 miles long.
Wow.
Or 2 miles wide. So, you know,
you got to have a stable barge in the middle of the river.
The whole reason we're where we are is because of that safety buffer that we've got with launching fireworks in the middle of the Ohio River. That gives us almost a mile of safety buffer. So where else can you go with that and provide parking and viewing space and all that? It would be totally impossible.
Well,
and to just leave it there and take on another date, that's not feasible, because I'll say one thing about Louisville: this is a party town. There is always something going on.
Say we're booked up.
Right.
We're totally booked up.
If you try to move it to a different date, you're stepping on other events, and Derby Festival's not going to do that.
I was going to ask you, so I'm sure this will now be high up on your list as the thunder that didn't happen. Like, as you look back, what are some of the most memorable thunders that you're like, I'm not going to forget that one?
Well, there's been several little faux pas, if that's what you want to call it. I mean, you know, when you go back all the years that we've been working, 36 years, I mean, I remember a time nobody had cell phones. They weren't even on the market yet. And so when the pilots were coming in, we issued them pagers to have some communication. And we got storm reports that a huge storm was coming in with really high winds. So we sent a message out on the pagers to scramble because we had to get the aircraft out of here. We didn't have enough space to tie them down or get them into hangars. So it was a scramble for them just to get out of town. So I certainly remember that year. And then there was another year we had fireworks on the railroad bridge. And the night before, there was a storm came through, and a lightning bolt ignited all the fireworks we had on the Second Street Bridge.
Gosh.
So it was
That's
like
not
2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, and we were all going, "Huh!" We were watching all these fireworks.
Mother Nature has a way of changing all those plans that you
Yep,
could work on. Are
exactly
you
right.
already working ahead for next year?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
In fact, I was working on it yesterday, and we've had some plans on what we were going to do because it's going to be, to say that it's going to be better than this show that we had planned, I can guarantee it now because we'll be able to use some of the things that we had
That's
planned
good.
on this year and add it to our projections of what we're going to do next year. So, Claudia, there's no doubt in my mind we're coming back stronger and brighter.
Even without thunder, the Kentucky Derby Festival is still going on. More than 70 events are scheduled in the coming weeks. So go out, support those events. Grab your 2025 Pegasus pin to support the festival and join in on the fun. All the details are at kdf.org. And of course, our coverage right here on WHAS kicks off this Saturday at noon.